Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to take a look at the Taplock 1, the fingerprint reading smart padlock. Okay, so this is the Taplock 1 from the Tapplock company. This is a smart fingerprint reading padlock, which is going to potentially redefine how you think about padlocks. Now, this is by no means a cheap padlock, but it is a very cool padlock. Possibly the coolest padlock you're ever going to see. Well, at least until aliens start landing and we start replicating their technology. But other than Doctor Who's sonic screwdriver, this thing is probably the coolest gadget you're ever going to own. So apart from this thing looking cool, which I'll show you in a minute, this is controllable by multiple methods. There's number 1, Morse code, number 2, Bluetooth, and number 3, smartphone, and number 4, fingerprint. And they'll probably add some other features into it soon, but at the moment that's the main ones. So without further ado, let's have a look and see what we get in the box. Now, first of all, if you look at the box there, it's very nice, attractive packaging, understated. Got the branding on the side, nothing there, branding, and that's the front. On the back, you've got smart code, and you've also got the Google Play and App Store icons there. This smart lock will work with Android devices or Apple devices. Sadly, nothing for you Windows Phone users, but if there's any of you left, then, well, we're sorry. For more information about this product, by the way, if you go to Tapplock.com, I think it is. Yep, www.tapplock.com, that's tap, T-A-P-P-L-O-C-K.com. You can find out more information. This is the model number TL104A, just in case you're looking. There are other models available. There's a Tapplock Lite, I believe, which is in the process of coming out. So you can check that out at their website. But anyway, let's have a look inside. So there we have it. There is the Tapplock. And there it is in all its glory. This is, I'm not sure what colour they call this. I think this is like brushed aluminum or something, or aluminium, or whatever you want to call it. 2 options in colour at the moment, which is the kind of, there's a dark charcoaly kind of black, and this model as well. So let's see what else we get in the box. So that is the lock itself, which is actually remarkably heavy. So give you some idea of how heavy it is. I'm not sure the actual weight of that. I'll probably find it out and put it in the description later, but to me, I don't know, maybe half a kilo. It seems quite heavy, very sturdy, very strong construction, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. So got the foam inserts to keep it all nice and secure in the packaging, a bit of cardboard, and we've got a charging cable, which is USB-A, one end, and the other end is magnetic and 2 pins. Pins can be either plus or minus, as with most magnetic chargers. So see, just clips on, whichever way you want to do it. But magnetic chargers, great. If you've got the choice of magnetic or the option, go magnetic, it's great. Very therapeutic. Anyway, so that is the charging cable. There's no included mains plug for charging, but you can plug this into pretty much any USB type A receptacle. And also they recommend when you first get it, charge it for anywhere up to 2 hours for the first charge, and that'll give you approximately a year's worth of battery life on it. The battery life, just in case you're wondering how you monitor it, is monitored in the Taplock app, which we'll show you more of later. But just to give you an idea of how you can charge it, say for instance you've got this device outside and it's in the garage, or it's out in a remote location where you've got no power, take your power bank with you, plug it in, and as you can probably see, it's gone red initially, but it'll probably go green in a minute because I've previously charged this one just to make sure it's ready for this review. So I'm still on red, and it's pulsing red to say that it's charging. And eventually that will go green when it's fully charged. Okay, so there you can see it. There is the Taplock charging. Okay, so that's a close-up of how it's charged and the charging cable. So let's lose that for now. And let's have a look at what else we get in the box. So also in the box, you get the Taplock 1 user manual, which we'll have a quick look through. Basically, it tells you about the features of the device. So it's got cutting edge fingerprint technology, so it can unlock once you've registered your fingerprint. It will unlock in 0.8 of a second, and you can store up to 500 fingerprints on here. And there is a adaptive algorithm within this device. So the more you use it, the more it gets used to your fingerprint or the different users' fingerprints, and it will eventually become quicker over time. Whether or not you can measure that, because it says it's 0.8 of a second, it's going to be really quick, so probably sales gimmickry, but it's nice to know. Shareable wireless access. Now that's something that we're going to get onto in the app later. You can actually add a user to this device without them being present or without you being present via the app in the mobile phone. So you just add a user, click on the button, choose the user from your phone book or email or whatever, and you can send them remote access via their Bluetooth. So that's a nice feature. It's water and weather resistant. Now if you're going to be using this outside, like I probably will be in the shed, it is IP66 weather rated and water rated. So it's rust proof and rain proof and fully functional between -10 and +60 degrees C. So +60 degrees C will probably take you to the Arab Emirates. -10 will probably take you to most places in England through the summer. Now we've also got, actually on the waterproof side of things, IP66 rated. Now that is when the lock is in its closed position. There is a mention in the manual, if in the unlocked position with the clasp open, because those ports are open, it's possible you're going to get water into the machine and you could actually cause permanent damage. So if you're using it outside and it's raining, you've taken it off of whatever you've got and you've left it unlocked, maybe stick it in a pocket or put it somewhere dry or somewhere not where it's going to get soaked, just to prevent any damage. So obviously there's electrical circuitry in there, you could damage it if it gets wet, so bear that in mind. So what else we got in this manual? Okay, rechargeable battery, up to 1 year battery life per 2-hour charge time. You can check the remaining charge via the app, as I said. Again, you can charge it via many options, USB wall socket, battery power bank, basically anything that will supply USB power to the device. Depending on how many amp hours or milliamp hours you put into it is going to depend how long it's going to charge. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Unbreakable durability, the, hang on, I've got to read that, Zamac 3 zinc alloy metal body with cut-resistant stainless steel shackle. Double-layered design with anti-shim and anti-pry technologies makes the Taplock virtually unbreakable. Now, virtually unbreakable and unbreakable, there's a world difference between them. But being that this is a quite expensive padlock, I'm not going to try any kind of testing to see what will break it, but judging from the weight and feel of it, it is a lot more sturdy than your kind of 20 or 30 pound Yale locks or whatever you're going to get from your kind of Homebase or B&Q, that kind of thing. So it does feel actually incredibly strong, especially the main body feels very strong. And actually being rounded, I'd imagine would make it more difficult for cutting or leverage. So I think that's all part of the design. Morse code setup. So say for instance, you haven't got your phone with you or it's not reading your thumb, you can actually use the button on the bottom to tap in a Morse code signal, which is obviously your dash, dash, dot, dot, etc, etc. That can all be pre-programmed in the app. So if you haven't given someone specific access to the lock via the app, you can tell them the Morse code over the phone or whatever. So you can still get access to this if your technology lets you down. What else we got? Overview, you've got status indicator, which is the light on the top, we've looked at that. You've got the fingerprint sensor, which is in the middle. You've got the power or wake up button and mode button, which is this one on the bottom. And a charge port there, so it's pretty self-explanatory again. Quick start. So to get started with this, they say download the Taplock app from Google Play or the Apple App Store, and also you can register and log in at taplock.com or via the Taplock app and scan away. 3 ways to unlock: fingerprint access, Bluetooth access, and Morse code access. What else we've got? It just goes through the basic options there. Not going to bore you with all that. Fingerprint mode, Bluetooth mode, how to set it up, etc. We'll go through that in another video. Again, it's got status indicators. It's quite a comprehensive manual. There's your FCC notice, etc. And at the back saying visit taplock.com for the newest updates, instructions, and frequently asked questions. And you can contact them by email at reception@taplock.com. So that is the unboxing of the Taplock one. And if you want to watch more about the Taplock, if you click on the subscribe button, which is probably going to be over there, or if you click on up here for the next video, which will be how we get it set up and how to use the app in Android. I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To. That's been the Taplock one. See you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.